Hello, good morning, and welcome to another Honkai Star Rail video. So just a couple hours ago, we got the CN version of the 1.1 update stream. Unfortunately, the English stream got delayed, so we're just gonna have to go with the summary that Prywen.gg has given us here. So we're gonna get some new characters. Silverwolf, Luocha, and Yukong will be the new characters introduced in 1.1. And Silverwolf, as we know, is gonna be a quantum character who follows the path of nihility. Overall, her skills haven't changed much. She still does the implanting of bugs, which gives different debuffs of reducing the enemy's attack, defense, and speed, as well as she also implants the weakness on the enemy based on the ally's element. And apparently she does some decent damage herself. And her banner will be the first one in patch 1.1. And this is what her banner is going to be. So it's a little bit different. They changed it up a bit. Initially, we thought Yukong was going to be on the Silverwolf's banner, but instead we're getting Dan Heng, Asta, and Serval. A little bit disappointing. I was definitely looking forward to having Yukong on Silverwolf's banner. Although Dan Heng and Serval are two characters that I currently use on one of my main teams, especially Dan Heng, he's my second main DPS on my second team for Forgotten Hall. So getting a couple copies of both of them will probably benefit me in the long run. And for those of you guys who use Asta, might also be useful to get a couple copies for Eidolons. But yeah, I can definitely see a lot of people being disappointed because Yukong was removed from Silverwolf's banner. Next, we have her Lycone banner for her 5-star. Honestly, there are a lot of other 4-star Nihility Lycone options available that I went over in my Ultimate Lycone guide, so make sure to check that out. So unless you really want this 5-star Lycone, I don't really think it's necessary. On top of that, the other 4-star rate-up Lycones aren't that great, other than Subscribe for More, that's probably the best one. This Harmony Lycone does something like increase your limit break for your Harmony characters, not that great for most of the Harmony characters. And Make the World Clamor, we got it for free, and it's an okay Lycone overall, but there are better ones, including the free-to-play one that you can grind and buy from the Forgotten Hall shop. And next we have Luocha, who is an imaginary character who follows the path of abundance. Of course, he's going to be a healer who scales off attacks, so that's going to be a major difference between Bailu and Natasha, our current two healers in the game. Of course, he can heal his allies without using skill points in case of an emergency. We went over his skills in one of my previous videos. He has a debuff cleanse on one of his major traces, much like Natasha and March 7th. His ultimate is an AoE buff strip, which is something we don't have currently. We only have a single target buff strip in the form of Pella. And his entire kit is revolved around his flower mechanic, where he basically puts a flower on the field and your allies can lifesteal off that flower. And this is his banner. This is going to be the second banner of 1.1. And for this banner, we're going to have Pella, Qingtre, and Yukong as the 4-star characters. Wow, they really stacked this banner. So for those of you who missed out on the Zeely banner, you guys can get a Pella from this particular limited 5-star banner. And you can also get a copy of Yukong. And of course, Luocha himself is an amazing imaginary healer. For those of you who don't have a second healer, he's pretty much a must-pull. In fact, I don't think you can really go wrong with this banner. This banner has literally every single supportive role that you need on a team. It has your healer, your buffer, and debuffer or defense shredder. So for those of you who are missing these certain roles in your teams, this banner will definitely help you guys fill in the gaps. It's crazy, man. They literally stacked this banner to its fullest. There's not a single bad thing I can say about this banner. Oh man, they really gave Silverwolf the short end of the stick. I myself might be tempted to do just a couple pulls on this particular banner, just for a copy of Yukong. And if I happen to get Luocha, it isn't terrible because I did say I feel like his healing is going to scale better into the late game when compared to Natasha and Bailu. And then next we have Luocha's limited 5-star Lycone banner with his signature Lycone. Man, even the 4-star rate-up Lycones here are better than the ones on Silverwolf's banner. We have Dance Dance Dance, the Nihility Lycone that increases damage overall to DOT. And the Erudition one's not that great, but if you compare it overall, it's still a better banner than Silverwolf's limited 5-star Lycone banner. They're just giving Luocha everything. He has absolutely the better character banner and the slightly better limited 5-star Lycone banner. And next we have the third new character being introduced, which is Yukong. She's going to be a 4-star imaginary character who follows the path of harmony. And a summary of her skills is that she increases the attack of all her allies. She can also increase the crit rate and crit damage of all her allies with her ultimate. And her kit revolves around keeping stacks to buff her allies. The one concern I have about Yukong is, depending on how well she can maintain her stacks, that is going to determine how good of a support character she is. Because if she's not able to maintain her stacks consistently, then she won't be able to maintain these buffs for her allies consistently either. But regardless, I have high hopes. She's an imaginary character, which is a really rare element. And she's a 4-star, so she'll be relatively easy to obtain. Oh, I didn't even notice this. On top of that, even though she's on Luocha's banner, you'll be able to obtain her for free from an event in 1.2. So holy crap, they're giving us a free Yukong. That is awesome. So yeah, technically, if you don't want to pull for Luocha, you could skip his banner and just get a free Yukong from the 1.2 event. But I probably wouldn't recommend that if you guys don't have a second healer. Definitely still pull on Luocha's banner. Okay, next let's take a look at the events that are coming in 1.1. For the first event, we have Star Hunt Game. In this event, you will collect various graffiti and paint them all around Herta Space Station. Lol. So basically, Silverwolf's gonna do her shenanigans. And this will start up the 1.1 patch update, and it'll last until the 19th of June. Next, we have Belobog Museum. So basically for this event, you're gonna help Pella find some lost artifacts, but the most important thing about this particular event is you get this item here that allows you to pick the main stat of any 5-star relic of your choice. And usually we're only able to get one of these every battle pass from the free battle pass. But the fact that they're allowing us to get another one from this event is really great. Similar to the boxing event that's currently going on, apparently it's going to become a permanent thing once it ends. I don't think this item here, the item that lets you craft a 5-star relic with the main stat of your choice, it's going to stay. I think it's going to be one of the limited missions or time limited missions, and once it's over, it's gone. And they'll probably re-release another event that does the same thing. For the next event, we have Astral Curtain. And it's basically the same thing as the Forgotten Hall and the boxing event that we currently have. Just fight a bunch of mobs on a bunch of different stages. And for some of the other updates in 1.1, we're going to have a special double drop event for the Golden Calyx. And for the Golden Calyx, those are the ones that drop your character, Lycone EXP material, as well as credits. And this is going to last from July 10th until July 17th. I'm pretty sure it's going to be similar to the rate up drops for Genshin, where you can only use a certain amount of Trailblaze power, so don't worry too much about trying to save up your fuel for these events. I'm pretty sure the cap's going to be anywhere from 60 to 100 Trailblaze power. We're also getting Yangqing, Bailu, Silverwolf, and Luocha's companion quests, which will become available in 1.1. So basically, those are going to be their story quests and adventure quests. More Trailblaze EXP and Stellar Jades for us. And we're going to have this special login event that's going to give us 10 special Star Rail passes to summon on either Silverwolf's or Luocha's limited 5-star banner. And apparently they're going to add a function where you can chat with your friends now, so for those of you who are interested in that, go nuts. Finally, for the last quality of life update in 1.1, you're going to be able to find the materials or mobs that drop the materials on the map. Of course, for those who are doing the daily grinding route, you guys probably have a general idea of where all the mobs already are. I too, unfortunately, have been forced to do that daily grinding route just because I'm running very dry on EXP material. Everyone's going to hit that point once they reach around Trailblaze level 50 to 60. It is not fun. Alright guys, well that's going to be it for this Honkai Star Rail video. If you guys have any questions or anything to add, please let me know in the comments below. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, or join if you wish to support my channel even further. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next Honkai Star Rail video. Peace.